First tonight, we're following breaking news. We want to give you a live look at I-75 at Needmore Road from our ODOT cameras. An 8-vehicle crash in the contraflow lane has stopped traffic there. You can see traffic in the 2-lane portion also restricted. OSHP says there are no injuries, thankfully. Now, this is rapidly developing. As soon as we learn anything new about the crash or when the lane reopens, we will let you know on air and online.
First tonight, though, we are getting an update to yesterday's search in the Great Miami River. The Dayton Fire Department says due to the conditions of the water, the man who fell in is believed to be dead, but has yet to be located. Now, crews from 7 different agencies picked back up that search at 8 o'clock this morning. District Chief Tyler McCoy says there are no missing person reports at this time. There are no leads on the identity of the victim yet. Now, today's rain proved a challenge for the search efforts due to rising water levels and turbulent waves.
We have narrowed the area of search with technology and a K9 to a certain location, and we have employed different tactics to try to recover the victim at this time. Where we believe the victim is very turbulent water, and it's very dangerous to put divers in the water. So for the safety of our crew members, we're putting fence out there right now to try to capture the victim, to bring them up. That way we can keep our personnel out of harm's way.
Now, District Chief McCoy says they will send divers back into the water once the water calms down. They are planning to stay out on the search until nightfall. And we brought you this story at first as breaking news. As soon as it happened, you can get push alerts sent right to your phone. Just download the Dayton 24/7 Now app. It's easy to do. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now. It'll take you to your app store. You can download it for free. A well-known local businessman learned his fate after pleading guilty to illegal voting. Now, Eli Burgett was in the courtroom as he was sentenced this morning. So, Eli, what happened?
Well, the trial has been going on since July of last year. John Stafford was charged with illegal voting in Greene County and pled guilty 3 months ago. And today, a judge handed down his sentence.
I only wanted to vote like I had always done for the last 46 years. I'm not trying to diminish what happened. I wish I had never voted. I did not set out to break or violate any laws, yet I did.
February, Stafford, a resident of Warren County and owner of Stafford's Diamonds, pled guilty to a count of tampering with a ballot and 1 count of falsification during the November 2022 election. Stafford was sentenced to 5 years of probation, 40 hours of supervised community service, and a fine of $2,500. The defense maintains that this was a simple mistake, and though he is thoroughly embarrassed through the whole ordeal. Back to you.
Eli, thank you. The U.S. Marshal's Office asking for your help in finding this woman. Take a good look. 35-year-old Janae Corbett is wanted on 5 different charges, including theft, Medicaid, and identity fraud. If you know where she is tonight, you're urged to contact Miami Valley Crime Stoppers, that number right there on your screen. With the sentencing of the Westchester truck driver who shot and killed his wife and 3 members of her family, there are now 119 people on Ohio's death row. David Winter has more tonight on the debate for the capital punishment.
It's a hot topic right now. Aside from another Ohioan getting sentenced to death this week, the legislature is considering one bill that would in essence allow the restarting of executions in Ohio, and another bill that would abolish it. The first bill would change the method of execution from lethal injection to gas. Currently, the state has halted
To you.
Lydia, thanks. Local beauty industry entrepreneurs now have a place to not only sell their products, but can also learn. 5-Star Salon Academy hosted its grand opening today on East 2nd Street. The business says it will serve as a hub for those in the beauty industry by providing classes to expand their knowledge on different services and business opportunities.
The beauty industry is dominated by women, but there is mostly men owners for beauty schools. So it's very important because majority of the students here are women, and we can relate to them, help them go through those struggles and get through and get the career that they want. And also being a black-owned business is just really huge because that's just a milestone that a lot of black business owners have not reached. And it's just important for us to show that it's definitely possible and that you can be a pillar to your community as well.
Five Star Salon hosting a pop-up shop this Sunday featuring products and vendors you can find in their retail store. The retail store features local vendors in the beauty industry. The salon will start taking clients in June.
And we're getting an inside look tonight at the first of 3 homes in the second phase of the Pathways to Ownership program. Now, the program is newer, and it began to provide new and renovated homes to local tornado survivors. Now, it's since expanded to provide more opportunities for first-time homeowners. The potential homeowners take courses on home ownership and how to buy a home. Now, right here, the video behind me you see is actually an inside look at one of the homes in the neighborhood, but it is no longer up for sale.
The neighborhood is quite great. I've already met some of the great neighbors here, and I look forward to adding to and embedding myself into this neighborhood. So I'm really thankful that everybody showed up and showed me some love.
County Corps and the Pathway program have worked together to help provide 16 homes to tornado victims and first-time homeowners.
The Humane Society of Greater Dayton gifted $10,000 today from Jeff Schmidt Auto Group. That money comes from the You Drive, They Thrive campaign, which raises money through the purchase of cars. Now, that campaign raised $60,000 in the last 6 years.
The Humane Society of Greater Dayton has been here for over 100 years, and they're helping something that really can't help themselves. These animals can't help themselves, so donating money to a great organization like this that's going to help animals right here in our community is awesome.
Now, the funds will go toward the costs of helping injured and homeless animals in the community until they are rehabilitated. You can find their forever homes.
A Columbus judge says a ban on flavored tobacco is unconstitutional. How this could impact sales across the state.
University of Dayton softball playing its first ever NCAA regional game, but the Flyers would have a tough test facing the 3rd overall seed in Tennessee in Knoxville.
And coming up, I'll let you know what you can expect as we head into your weekend and your full forecast. You're watching Dayton 24/7 now.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
It could take weeks for everyone in the Houston area to get their power back following last night's severe storms. The powerful winds knocked down transmission lines and blew out windows in downtown buildings. The same system dropped this hailstone on or near San Antonio. It kind of looks like Texas. And when you have a bear of an itch, you have to scratch it. And sometimes a telephone pole will do the trick.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Instagram.
Columbus's ban on the sale of flavored tobacco will remain in effect at least for now. A Franklin County judge ruling today that a state law which stops cities from banning flavored tobacco sales is unconstitutional. Terry Sullivan has an update.
All rise.
After an hours-long hearing, a Franklin County judge ruled that a new state law, one that blocks cities from making their own rules on flavored tobacco sales, is unconstitutional. It applies to Columbus and 13 other cities, most of them in Franklin County, that formed an alliance and sued the state over it. Each had passed bans on the sale of flavored tobacco within their borders. State House Republicans said those bans would hurt store owners because customers would go a little farther to buy what they wanted. Lawmakers passed a bill blocking cities from passing their own rules for tobacco sales, but Governor Mike DeWine vetoed it. Lawmakers then overrode DeWine's veto. In an email, Columbus City Attorney Zach Klein said, "I applaud the court's decision siding with cities to declare this law unconstitutional, a decision that upholds home rule and keeps in effect local laws that have worked for decades to improve public health and curb tobacco usage, especially among teens. While we know this may not be the end of this fight, this decision is a significant win for both the city of Columbus and for the health and safety of children and families." The state can appeal. Some say this case could eventually go all the way to the Ohio Supreme Court. In Columbus, I'm Terry Sullivan.
All right, let's switch over to weather now, and you know the drill. We did it.
We made it. We made it to the weekend.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday.
It's Friday. I mean, that's a little depressing. However,
we got a
weekend's gonna
change
be
coming.
nice.
Yeah. As I was driving in today, I was like, I feel like we've had a bit of rain lately. So I did the math and I went and dug it up. So
I'm glad you did the math.
Yeah, we got it right here for you. Taking a look at the entire month, you can see we're only halfway through, but in the last, if you count today, in the last 17 days, we've seen, including today, 12 days with some type of measurable rainfall. Now, these T's that you see right here, that just stands for a trace. So it is a amount that is essentially so small that there's no unit of measurement for it, but it did lightly, probably like a misty or drizzle that day. So those days, you can see a couple of those, but still, almost every day last weekend, with Thursday being the big one, an inch, 1.3 inches of rain that day. So putting us right now at 1.83, technically in a deficit, but we've had so much rain in the last few months, we're not really in any type of drought or anything like that. So I guess a deficit at this time is not horrible, but we do have a couple of showers still lingering throughout the area. Most of us dried out, but some showers stayed off to the north. Those will clear out of here. We'll have more on what you can expect coming up.
Hello, I'm Matt Digby with a look at sports. This weekend marks the end of college baseball's regular season. Wright State with a home series against Northern Kentucky. Entering Friday, the Raiders had two chances to win one game either today or tomorrow and claim the Horizon League regular season championship. This afternoon, the Raiders opening the scoring with 2 home runs. However, the Norse with 4 runs in the 4th and 4 in the 8th to win 8-2. So that means a winner-take-all game tomorrow at Nishwitz Stadium for the Horizon League regular season title. So Wright State still has plenty to play for with Senior Day festivities scheduled before the first pitch, but the key right now is focusing on what they can control.
I think that's kind of been our issue the last 2 games. We've been pressing a little more than trusting our abilities and trusting the work that we've put in over the years, and I'm excited for tomorrow. We get to celebrate the seniors. We got 9 seniors. We still got to play our best game, but anytime you have the ability to play your place with the regular season on the line, you take that 100 out of 100 times.
Well, University of Dayton softball making history with their first ever trip to NCAA regionals. The opening round game today against Tennessee, the third overall seed in the 2024 field. And the Lady Vols going on to win 3-0. The Flyers being held to 2 hits. Now with the double elimination format, UD does have at least one game tomorrow against Miami of Ohio. The Redhawks are also in the Knoxville Regional. They lost to Virginia in the opening round. And Saturday's game between the Flyers and the Redhawks is scheduled for 3:30. Second round of the PGA Championship in Louisville, Kentucky. A lot of talk today about the #1 golfer in the world, Scottie Scheffler, and not just because of his on-course play. Scheffler arrested early this morning outside Valhalla Golf Club after trying to drive into the entrance, but traffic had been stopped in that area after a pedestrian was struck and killed by a shuttle bus. Scheffler was released without bail, but does face 4 charges, including felony second-degree assault on a police officer. He did make it back to Valhalla for his second round, posting 66 to move to 9 under. That currently puts him in the top 5 of the leaderboard.
A story now from our partners at the Dayton Business Journal. A downtown Dayton Indian cuisine staple is now expanding its business. Galzar's Indian Cuisine on North Patterson is taking over the former Flyboys Deli by Day Air Ballpark. The new location includes a remodeled facility. Owners say they wanted to increase operations due to the expanding customer base. They say the location right by the ballpark will be the perfect location with an opening set for sometime this summer. We have all the details right now at Dayton247now.com. You can find this story and others like it under the Dayton Business Journal heading in the News tab.
All right, diving into the Futurecast here, you can see those lingering showers some of us are seeing right now tapering off through the night. Looks like we're going to have some fog to start our day tomorrow. Some spots could get a little bit thick as temperatures and dew points get really close to each other. Clearing through the day, though, but we'll have a weak boundary pushing through in the afternoon. So a few areas could see a pop-up shower or two, but most of the day looking pretty nice tomorrow, just partly cloudy skies. And as we head into your Sunday, much of the same. Clear conditions starting off with sunny skies, and we'll have a system off to our west. Very, very weak one, again, wanting to pop a few showers out into Indiana, but can't rule out a few in the far western edge of the Miami Valley. But most of us staying mostly sunny, dry, and a beautiful end to your weekend. So the weekend looking pretty nice here. As we head into your Monday morning, it's not looking bad either. High pressure locked into place, and looking at maybe some high wispy clouds. But here's that Patio Covers Ohio weekend forecast. Again, foggy start to the day tomorrow. Temperatures in the low 60s, making it up to around 80, and then taking it into the low 80s as we head into your Sunday.
the Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
Well, the weather wasn't the best today. It sure didn't stop cyclists from heading out to Riverscape Metro Park. It is a National Bike to Work Day, and the park hosted a special event. Tej Joshi shows us today's event and how you can get more involved with cycling here in the Miami Valley.
Today is National Bike to Work Day, a great day to celebrate the hobby of cycling and bicycling to work. Of course, there was an awesome event that happened earlier this morning, ended around 9 a.m. at Riverscape Metro Park. By the time you at home are seeing this, it's already over. It's been long over. But I want to give you a few details about what happened at this event. There was a very cool pancake breakfast here where they actually uniquely flipped pancakes to those who were here. Plus, cyclists who were here got to meet with each other, talk about shared experiences, and of course, learn from information vendors and other outdoor companies that were here. That's what I want to focus on. If you missed this event, but you still would like to learn more about cycling here in the Miami Valley, or ways that you could pick this up as a hobby this summer, there's a website called Bike Miami Valley where you can go to learn all about different outdoor biking resources here in our community. Plus, you can go to the FRI Metro Parks website. They, of course, organized this morning's event to learn all about biking trails that they recommend here in the Miami Valley. My friends, back to you in the studio.
All right, now a final look at that 7-day forecast here, showing not too bad conditions as we head into your Saturday and Sunday, and we'll slowly start to see those temperatures warm back up into the low to mid 80s again, especially as we head into your Monday and Tuesday. We're not looking for another chance for some rain until we get to about Wednesday, when we could get a few showers and storms in the area.
I'm sorry. I thought there was more to that.
No, I thought you had something to say.
No, we just all looked at you like.
I always have a lot to say. I just don't know if it's necessarily
Not in that moment.
good TV.
Bye, everyone.
All right, see you.